the 24.
24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Cody Barton there to bring him down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Running on first down, Ekeler. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. 2nd down at 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 on the Seahawks' 42-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. He'll fire this one deep for Ekeler. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action now. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got a man. Complete. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with touchdown number 8 on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Seahawks 14, Chargers nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And out of bounds right around the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-0.
Seahawks 21. Chargers nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Mike 12. Hey, let's get the 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Mike 12. Mike 12. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the Chargers punter now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Carson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. Wilson. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
(21-0) our score after 1.
21. Chargers nothing.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Chargers nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Jakeem Grant. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chargers.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they broke it up.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They run it with Carson. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Carson again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Play action. Now Wilson sliding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike, check 33. 79 Broncos. All day, every day, any day. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Come 19. Come 19. 33. 33. Go. Go. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Mike, check 33.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Flushed out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
At the 43-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Seahawks 38, Chargers 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 50, here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24.
McGinnis set to kick off.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Second and 10. They'll try the left side. Carson, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. To throw is Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half, and now 7 on the game. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is Jakeem Grant. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Herbert off of play action. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they're through the end.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Wilson to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
Throwing is Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle open and catch the ball.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Wilson now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. That catch good for only a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
2nd and goal from the 1. Carson is in. Touchdown, Seattle. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they open the lead up now to 25. 52.
Chargers 27. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And Daniels has it left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On 1st down, it's Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd and 1, Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Three down. 31's the mic. Hey, here we go.
Now Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Seahawks 59, Chargers 27. Michael Dixon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. 20, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And now here is another interception. Snags it for the pick. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They go play action now. Wilson steps away. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 9. Fix the Eagle. Fix the Eagle. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 18 Mike 13. Check.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Buying time to his left. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Austin McGinnis out for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught at the 5. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, Charles, it's one thing to